So if you use this strategy over the next weekend, you're likely to get a handful of buyers. Now, why on earth would you want just a handful of buyers? Clearly, I'm not talking about the person who has a ton of momentum in their business. If you are just getting started, whether you're a consultant, coach, affiliate marketer, anyone who is looking to sell stuff online, if you have any form of brand presence whatsoever, even a small audience, 50 to 100 people in your audience, this is going to work. And what you're aiming to do is twofold. You're not looking to make a ton of cash off the back end of this just yet. What we're really looking to do is secure buyers. Why are we looking to secure buyers? Because a buyer is 60 to 70% more likely to buy from you in future. And they're also 9 times more likely to buy from your recommendation as opposed to a cold prospect. So with those two stats in mind, this is how we can build a highly profitable, highly sustainable business where we introduce people to a low ticket item. We're able to give them a ton of value up front. And what that does is over the course of our relationship with that customer, we're able to increase the lifetime customer value as we're able to keep delivering new solutions to their problems as they grow and grow and grow. That also includes our back end offers as well, right? So that's why we're doing this. The other part of it is that if you are relatively new to the online marketing space and you don't have a systemized way to get sales whenever you choose, then this is going to help you out with that. The other part of it is it builds your confidence, right? If you go out there and you know, okay, I'm going to deploy this strategy, and every time I deploy the strategy, I'm going to bring in 5 to 10 new customers into my business, then now you've got a strategy that works, right? And think about how much easier it is for you to ascend those folks to back-end offers, to your high-ticket coaching, to your high-ticket affiliate program, by being able to deploy a low-ticket front-end opportunity such as this one, right? Now, before I dive into that, if you and I haven't connected, welcome. My name's Jamie Gardiner. I've been involved in the online marketing space since 2011, and I'd love to tell you that it was all plain sailing and really easy along the way, but it was fraught with dangers and lots of setbacks and failures along the way, including a bankruptcy thrown in for good measure. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. Late in 2019, I ended up getting my sort of big break, as it were. And over the last sort of 5 or 6 years, I've been able to help hundreds of students out, been able to surpass millions of dollars in revenue online and win awards for it, as well as helping people build incredible businesses that are sustainable and that they love running as well. So if that's of interest to yourself, it's not going to be too much in the way of fancy stuff on this channel, but I'd love to have your support. If you'd like to keep up to date with everything I'm putting out to help you out in your business, feel free to hit the subscribe button and feel free to drop any comments along the way. And of course, love any commentary you can give me and love any likes you can give as well for that matter. So feel free to do that, and much appreciated if you do. So, all right, based on all that, why would we go out there and only aim to get a couple of little sales? Why wouldn't we go for something bigger? And like I say, the idea with this is really just to build our confidence. We're aiming to be able to go out there, deploy a very specific strategy that works like every time you do it, basically. And in doing so, we now know, okay, I do this, I get cash on the other side. I do this, I get customers. And like I say, the aim of what we're doing is to build our relationship with those customers, because once we do, we can start to ascend them to our back-end offers without the need to jump on sales calls, without the need to have a huge audience. We can actually just nurture the relationships that we do have with our existing audiences. Hopefully, you guys, by doing so, are going to be able to get those types of results for your own business as well. So how do we put this all together? A couple of things. What we want to do is we want to put together, say, a mini workshop, or I personally prefer something leveraged, so something I've already created, like a course. Or if you don't have your own programs, you're not looking to do that, perhaps even an affiliate offer that you can wrap a really cool offer around and stack that value up, so that way the perceived value of jumping into that under your affiliate link is obviously a lot higher, and then therefore people will jump on. Now, what we're aiming to do is leverage the timeless, I can't even think of the word right now, it's late in the day for me, but the timeless economics 101, basically, the things that will never ever expire. And so what we're looking to do is create urgency and scarcity. Why this works is basically if we have a very clear outcome, very clear thing that we are delivering upon, and we are basically telling folks that, hey, there's actually only 5 spots available. And for just $25, there's 5 spots available, you can jump in. And the perceived value is way up here, whereas the investment to jump in is way down here, if that's kind of making sense, right? So the scarcity comes in because there's only 5 spots. The urgency comes in because we are only promoting up until Sunday night. Okay, that's why I call it the Weekend Warrior. And so that's why it works, basically. So there's a couple of ways that we can go about this. Number one is we can start to tweak things and start to tease things out on the Thursday. And what that does is like basically builds a bit of anticipation. It builds a kind of like, oh my God, something's coming. This is going to be amazing. Wonder what it is. And the more we can put that onto our social media and our email list, all that type of stuff, the more people are going to resonate with that. And I can tell you from painful experience that the times that I haven't done that, times that I haven't put the energy into like building something up before I go to launch, has usually been when I've been kind of flops. Like I'll still make sales, but they just haven't gone in the way that I anticipated that they should. And so my strong advice is that if you do it on Friday, then use Saturday and Sunday as your promo days. If you do it on a Thursday, then use Friday, Saturday, Sunday as your promo days, right? Either one, it doesn't really matter, but make sure that you have that anticipation day first. Now, the way that you might say things is, got something really big coming, can't wait. Whoever's interested is going to be incredible for you guys. Whoever wants this problem solved, this is what I've got. Can't wait to give you further details later on. I'm really excited about it. And even just that anticipation, even just that little tiny element of excitement that you're delivering to your audience, it's likely that you're going to get more people that are actually anticipating it when you do release what is actually going on. Now, if you want full details on this in terms of how to deliver this to your audience and how to write the post, how to structure the offers, all that type of stuff, I actually run a monthly newsletter. It's called the Monetization Monthly Memo. And I'm going to leave a link below to jump on there. It's a whopping $11 a month. And I think this might be issue number 6 from memory. So you have to wait, unfortunately, until it gets to that point. But I can assure you that the cash flow strategies in that are going to see you be able to extract cash from your audience at will. It's what I've been using in my business for years, what I actively use within my business at the present time of recording, and some really cool stuff in there. So go check that link out. Now, like I say, the whole way that you put this together is, number one is you want to have a hype day or an anticipation day. Number 2 is on the Friday. Let's assume that you've put the hype day on the Thursday. On the Friday, you basically release, here's what's happening, and you start to put it on your stories and on your socials and on your other socials, whatever you've got access to, and you're trying to build up that momentum and anticipation. On the Saturday, it's just another reminder. Here's the reasons why you might want to jump in. And you never know, sometimes you actually already sell out by that point, in which case it's actually a really positive thing, because you can then go back to your audience and say, you snooze, you lose. Like literally, I was able to put this out, and then bang, the very first post I put out, it sold out. What that does is train your audience over time, right? You're training them to like, hey, you got to act on this. You can't like sit on your couch and then wait till Sunday night comes, till 5 seconds before the deadline, before you're about to jump in. You've got to act fast. Now, what that does from a marketing perspective is, we know that once we create enough anticipation, sometimes these things work really well in our favor, and we now know that, okay, well, audience is going to jump on these. So therefore, if they really want access to it, then we've got more scope. We maybe look at releasing some more spots next time. Might be going from like 5 to 10, might be going from 10 to 20. Maybe we don't even have a deadline. Scarcity, we might just say, hey, you know what? Let's just push it to the end of the weekend, see what happens, right? There you go. And in the meantime, you're actually training your audience. So release the post on the Friday, release another one 24 hours later saying this is only available for this weekend, get in now, blah, 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 blah. Sunday morning, you want to release one as well. Hey, just letting you know, there's only X number of hours left. Make sure you jump on this if you're interested in having XYZ problems solved. Then have another one at 12 hours left, right? So another one, just a really short, punchy post or email, whatever it is. You do another one at 6 hours, and if you're really aggressive, you put one at 1 hour left. Now, that's on the assumption that you haven't sold out at that point, and I suspect most of you will probably have sold out your spots by that stage if you're capping out the numbers the way that I suggested. And what you'll find is, bang, you're done and dusted, and you deliver your bonuses to the people. You start that relationship with those folks. You increase your lifetime customer value, or in a lot of cases, you begin the relationship. And then from there, it's really easy just to communicate with those folks and say, hey, by the way, not sure where you're at with your business, but if you'd like some additional help to get XYZ problems resolved, then this is how I help folks out. This is exactly what I'm doing inside my own business at the moment. This is my Monetise Your Tribe programs, where I help folks basically create, grow, and scale a very hyper profitable, very easy to manage single person business. So if that's of interest to yourself, I'll leave a link below to check that out as well. All that being said, I've left you a couple of resources in the description there. Feel free to go check those out. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to go deploy this? Let me know if it works for you. If there's anything else that you'd like to learn from me, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave that below. But go and deploy this. It's really simple. And if you do, you'll get some really cool results. Like I say, it's not about having huge amounts of cash flow up front. It's really about building your buyers, getting your confidence up, and then being able to send those buyers to your back end opportunities. All right, guys, my name's Jamie. Really appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.